Hello there, Miss Lola from exampreptuition.co.uk. So, what are we going to talk about today? I thought we would talk about reluctant readers. Yes, every now and then, at least out of 5 questions, I will have a parent say, "So my child doesn't like to read. What on earth do I do?" You know what? At that point, you're going to have to go with the child. Now, what do I mean by that? Whatever they want to read, whether it's these Princess Diaries or those books with, lots of unicorns and all sorts drawn on them, it doesn't matter. If it's Horrid Henry, listen, just give them whatever it is that tickles their fancy. I know you're probably thinking at that point, but what about the vocabulary? How are we going to enforce it? Get them to read English classic books for kids. Sometimes you're just going to have to start at the very beginning. Something that your kid loves and enjoys. For example, I had a child who had no interest whatsoever in reading, and she was going for her 7+ exam. Of course, we're all very frantic. What are we going to do? Of course, you do need to be able to read and read fluently. I went back to basics. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't know when you were growing up, and don't try and start calculating my age anyway, but this is what we grew up on, this kind of books. It didn't exactly look like this, but it had, books like The Elves and the Shoemaker, Princess Cinderella. Was it Princess Cinderella? I think it was just Cinderella. Rapunzel and was it Princess Rapunzel? I can't remember. Clearly you can see it was a long time ago. But what I'm trying to say is, look, you've got these really cute, interesting books. For example, this is one of the ones that I used for my lovely little TT in question. You can see that the writing is nice and bold, because another thing I've noticed is that when kids see lots of writing on the page, they just switch off. They look at it and think, that's too much work. I'm going to have to read this. I'm going to have to pronounce it properly, pause at the commas, and, let my voice come to rest at the full stops and all the rest of it. It's got big, big writings, and it's got nice pictures in it. Yeah. So this is basically what I used to lure the little girl in, and she loved it to the point where it was like, oh no, can I just carry on reading it? I want to see what happens in the story. This one I think is, can you see it there? Hansel and Gretel. What level is this? This is level 3. So that one was from level 1 and that one was from level 3, and I think they've got all kinds of different levels, but you know what, it was just, they're interesting stories. It's got lots of beautiful, pretty pictures. Kids love that. Biff and Chip, they love all of that. Lots of adventures, etc. So basically, just get books that don't have too many words on the page, lots of interesting pictures, and very entertaining and gripping storylines. That's it. And for me also, when it came to teaching them how to read, reinforcing their reading, let me just show you this. This is definitely going back now, isn't it? This is the Peter and Jane series. I learned to read with this. We won't go there. Right, okay, so now what kind of words? Look, you can see that it really does start to repeat the words. I like trees, you like trees, you and I like trees. But what I love about this is the fact that it reinforces lots of words, lots of vocabulary, some of them really tricky words as well. This is the level 2A. This is probably a little bit, I think this is the second level. But honestly, this is basically what I use for a lot of the kids if I notice that they're just not interested in reading at all. So this basically just captivates them. They look at it and they think, oh, words are nice and big. I don't have to read much. And then at that point, they're asking me questions about the story. Excellent, because creative writing ideas come from that. Yeah, get them to describe the story, what do you think is going to happen next, and hopefully you've got a very interested reader. Let me know how you get on. Did it work? Did it not work? Is it yay? Or is it, okay, back to the drawing board? Let me know either way, and I'll give you more suggestions. Take care.